What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Check from this place, Sonic Unleashed Parts 4. We are here in Spagonia at night, and we now have to talk to some townspeople to find out about one of the temples, the Gaia temples that Professor Pickle was telling us about in Mazuri. So, hello, what happened? I rescued the professor. I'm looking for a temple. There's a famous temple in the Mazuri region. Are you taking a trip there? So she actually, it's pretty useful. That may be where it stops. A temple. Let's see a temple. Did you know there's a temple in Mazuri? I saw it in a geography book. What's the big hurry? Gaia temple. You're going to fix the planet with an emerald? I hope you know what you're doing, because I don't have a clue. Don't worry, he will actually become useful later on. Let's see. Just again, look around at night and during the day for the different metals. You can see there's 4 sun metals that we have to collect. You can go back off in here if you want to. Outside of just metal collecting, there really is nothing that you need back here right now. There's a few missions that you'll need to do that will involve you coming back here, but for the most part, you don't need to come back here at all. Now through here, however, there is, you can hear people talking in this house. There's no benefit to it, but this is the little girl's grandma, by the way. Let's talk to her. Hey, have you seen my granddaughter? That kid should have been home a long time ago. I wonder where she is. Well, anyway, there's a medal up here. Just go after it. Let's see. And then we can come by through this way, and we can head out here. I don't need to talk to anybody. Let's see, where's it at? Here. I think this is the window. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you can hear that guy whistling, but that's the trailer theme song. Right. Hopefully we can head out to Mazuri now. But he was whistling the trailer theme song that I believe they showed at either E3 or Tokyo Game Show. And the trailer had Sonic the Hedgehog whistling that tune while flipping a ring up in the air. I made you this world map. I thought it might come in handy. You can use the world map to travel to places you want to visit. When you decide you want to go somewhere else, use this screen here. Let me give you a quick tutorial on how it works. You cannot skip this. You have to do this, so, if you've already done it. First, pick your destination. We'll go to Apatos for now. Try pointing the left cursor there. Use the left stick to move it. Alright, so Apatos is down here. Yes, perfect. That's exactly right, Sonic. Next, let's try changing the time. Move the sun to swap night and day. When the light hits the country, a sun icon appears on the flag. By the same logic, when the light doesn't hit it, you get a moon icon. If you visit a country with a sun icon by the flag, it'll be a daytime, or it'll be the daytime. A moon icon by the flag means it'll be night if you visit. You can move the sun with the square button. Let's try changing it to night now. Move the sun to get the moon icon. Now you can see there right beside Apatos, you can actually watch it getting night. Nice going. Okay, now let's try actually moving. We want to go to Mazuri in the day. Find Mazuri with the cursor, then move the sun to make it daytime. So you can, if you watch the Earth, you can actually see it getting light. You can see the sun moving there as well, but you can see the light on the Earth. You can watch it actually becoming day and night as you pass the time. It doesn't matter which time of day you go. Perfect, awesome work, Sonic. Okay, next stop, Mazuri. It doesn't matter what time of the day. You could, get it late, early morning or early evening. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the game at all which time you do it. As long as you get it into either the day period or the night period, that's all you got to do. Now you can see on these little maps the shops and the entrance and exit points for everything. The shops will come in later, and I'll talk more about those later on. Okay, so, obviously the village elder would be the one to talk to, so he's the one they call Eggman. He's quite the troublemaker, isn't he? Still nothing I couldn't handle. But that was the most frightened I've been in a long time. I think I'm actually still jittering. Okay, maybe not. I guess there isn't anything else we need to do here. Just remember to look around, since this is the first time I'm actually coming here during the day. Look for moon medals. There are 2 here that you can find. Most of them are behind these huts. I guess we can't get back behind just yet. Yeah, there's one. And the second one should be... Oh crap, I didn't mean to talk to you again. Oh, I ran through it a little bit fast. I thought he was going to say the same thing he said before. Where's that moon medal? Okay, here we go. So that's all the moon medals for Mazuri Hub World in the daytime. I will probably try to get most of the Hub World medals. You know, I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of time trying to get them, but if they're small, most of the Hub Worlds are small, but you know, like Apotos is small, Mazuri is small, Spagonia really isn't that small. That's one of the larger ones. There's a few larger ones that we will go to later as well, but for the most part, you know, they are pretty small. The Hub Worlds are anyway. I probably won't get them all in any one level. You know, if I do, it'll just be luck, and I won't get them all in these action or entrance stages. I'm not going to worry about them too much. You know, if they're small, it's kind of like this. Well, this one really isn't that small. It's got a lot of upper sections. Mazuri Day used the gramophone to listen to this. Just the music that's playing in the background right now you can listen to. Now we can either go through this level here, Savannah Citadel. Why not? I think we're actually supposed to go fight a boss, but we might have to do this level first. There are differences between the PlayStation 2 and the Wii version. The PlayStation 2 and Wii version is the same, but there's a big difference between those 2 versions and the Xbox 360 and the PS3 versions. And I'm more used to the PlayStation 2 and Wii version, since that was the last time that I remember playing beating the game on. I have beat this version 3 times, but I don't remember all that much of it, quite honestly. Okay, so you see, nothing is guaranteed. You know, you can miss a lot of things, so that you do want to be careful. If you haven't already noticed, the rainbow rings or rainbow hoops, whichever you want to call them, make a return in this game. They do give you 1,000 points every time you hit one, so it's definitely useful that you hit them as much as possible, because... Oh, crap, okay. Yeah, I want to be careful doing that. Well, thankfully it puts us at the beginning again, instead of at that checkpoint, which would have lost us time, because you can do the Sonic Drift by holding the L1 and R1 buttons. It doesn't matter which one you use. You know, obviously you want to hold the L1 button for going around left corners, unless that's, you know, if that's comfortable to you, then you'd want to do that. But if it's not, I would definitely suggest just sticking with the R1 button, or the R. Well, to me, it's more comfortable to use the R2 button. You know, everybody's different, of course. But anyway, you can see the score is definitely a lot higher than the average Sonic game because of the score needed. Ah, crap. Oh, wow. Yeah, you definitely want to be careful through here. Of course. But if you notice, we don't lose all of our rings, which is always useful. Damn it, that one was my fault. Okay. Well. Okay, let's see what we can do this time. I'm just going to try to go for the rainbow ring here, if I can remember where it is exactly. Not hit it, or miss it. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I guess it's inevitable that we have to go along this path anyway, so might as well just get it over with if we can. Now you can see the line of rings there. We don't have it available to us just yet, but if we had the light speed dash, we would be able to press the X button when in the right timing to fly off and to borrow where you want to go. be able to latch onto those rings, which would give us trick points. Alright, so you can actually tell the game where to go in those kinds of areas, or on those poles. It's just a little bit harder to do. If you notice those fan-like things, the fire, whatever their names, really quickly. I'm sorry, it ain't worth pausing over, but those are called Egg Flame. They are a fire version of the Egg Typhoon, which we will see later on. Now, it may not be that bad of it. Well, no, it is a bad idea, because Sonic the Hedgehog is not based on combat. His is all about speed. You know, if you are doing these daytime levels, you want to focus on speed and trying to get out of the level as quickly as possible. The sidestep is a pretty useful move, but it does take time getting used to, especially if you've been playing the game, playing through the Sonic series like I have been, and not used to the Sonic sidestep. It definitely makes it's something that's not normal in the Sonic series, so you're not automatically attuned for it unless you've played these newer Sonic games a whole bunch, and you just automatically can, as soon as you get into one of these games, can immediately use it. Now, if you notice, there was one of those boosters that would let you, by pushing a button, you could choose the direction you wanted to go. Well, it had a question mark on it, which means there was two paths that it could go. You could either hold the push the square button and go straight. Damn it. Or you could, that would have actually cut off a large portion of the level and would have ensured you that you would have gotten a S rank instead of having to go through this lower section here. Now those are called egg spinners, the bladed eggs, or no, E6s, E06 blade spinners. Crap. Whoa, wrong button. Yeah, you want to be very careful about falling and dying, or well, not falling, but just falling in general. You want to be very careful because you will have to restart sections of the level, and you obviously do not want to have to do that, especially on these platforming sections. These Sonic does move. I've talked about the fluid motion of Sonic and how hard it is to actually control him. So especially with these platforming sections, it does make it a lot harder to handle. And you can see the benefits of going higher up on these things, but there was a moon medal back there at the bottom. I'm not going to waste my time with it, however. Won't get an S rank, but I'm happy with the result. Yeah, B's pretty good. Actually, an A is my average for these. Well, I guess a B is my average for the levels through here. So you can see you don't gain that much score with Sonic, and before the game is done, if you try to go after as many critical hits as you can with while at night with Werehog, you can actually put points towards either Hedgehog or Werehog, no matter which time of day you are playing. So I guess you have to go through Savannah Citadel before you can do this boss fight, but it doesn't really matter which one you can add points to it. Of course, you want to add points to whichever side you're playing. Daytime Sonic, you'd want to, or with Hedgehog, you'd want to add the points to Hedgehog. Werehog, you'd want to add it to the Werehog. But if you have a playstyle like mine, and you maybe upgrade 2 or 3 abilities with Werehog, you would want to focus on Sonic, definitely, or Hedgehog Sonic, or I guess normal Sonic. So you can see this is called the Egg Beetle, and this is a pretty tough boss fight. There is, ouch. Okay. Oh crap. There is 2 sun and 3 moon medals here. There's a sun medal in the middle at these first 2 sections here. You will see them, you know, this will constantly loop around until you beat the boss fight. And the way you beat the boss fight is you get up close to him, have him open his pinchers in the front, and then just homing attack him. Very similar to that. Now, you can, if you do die, you will still retain the medals that you have gained while doing the boss fight, or doing any level or boss fight. Ouch. Now, you do want to be careful because of these attacks. So, you know, you could go through them, if you were trying to go after the S rank, like on these boss fights, you could very easily go after all the medals, die, and then just restart to try and go after the S rank. Now you can see the different attacks that he does. He throws bombs. He'll do missiles depending on which area you are walking on. He'll throw bombs in the middle of the course. Now to get that sun medal, you have to continuously sidestep against the wall. For whatever reason, it's kind of glitchy where it doesn't hit you. I guess Robotnik does it in a pattern. Oh crap! All right, well we'll just end this. Damn it! Well, that sucked, but you can see I still retain my medals, which is very nice. I'm glad they added it. You can still see the kind of ghost image of where the medals were. Oh, there we go. So now, if you have all of the medals, just focus on trying to get the Egg Beetle. You can see the attacks he does. He throws missiles in a pattern, which is pretty easy to dodge by using the sidestep. The bombs he will keep in the middle. Ouch. Well, it's my fault, but you can see the way that he does the missiles. You can continuously attack him just as long as you can catch up to him until he goes into that fire form, and then he gets into a 2D section here where he will then throw missiles depending on where you are, which are pretty easy to dodge. You know, it's just a matter of keeping them kind of in the front and the back. Now these bombs are a little bit harder to dodge. You can't actually slide underneath them, but while you're flashing, you can just destroy them anyway. Okay. Now once he gets in front of you, you can attack him then, but he will try to crush you if you are too far forward. So you do want to be very careful. But as long as you can get up close to him, you can pretty much, and you have the homing attack lock, you can pretty much attack him whenever you want to, which is pretty much what you're going to need to be able to gain the S rank. As long as you can keep him in these 3D sections, you have the highest chance of actually getting the S rank. But you do want to watch out for your ring energy, your ring energy, because once that runs out, ouch! Once that runs out, you know, you're pretty bad off, especially if you use the sonic boost like I do. So for the missiles, you want to start in the back and then just kind of ease forward. Watch the pattern. If you take it really slow, you can dodge the majority of them. Well, unless you go backwards like that. But you just want to start out in the rear and then ease your way forward. Now you can see you can either jump over these bombs or you can slide under them once they get up high enough where you can actually slide under them. Of course, you know, jumping over them is a little bit easier to do. And you can attack him while he comes in to try to attack you. There. Oh, ouch. Alright, so he's gonna throw bombs. Just be ready for him to come out and attack you. Oh crap. Wow, this shit's pretty beat up. Okay, let's see. Ring energy is completely gone. He's throwing bombs now. This will be the toughest part of the battle. Right when it doesn't seem it's actually a clear shot against him. If you can try to beat it under 3, you have a for sure that will increase the chance of gaining the S rank. Anytime over 3, it immediately goes down. You can see, definitely could have beat it a little bit faster if I would have. Ring energy will definitely help out as well, so you want to try to keep. I guess I could put a few into ring energy. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea since I use it a lot. Trying to keep as many rings as possible will definitely help for score for the boss fights. At least daytime boss fights, anyway. So that is one of the 7 temples of Gaia on the planet, and all we have to do, we don't have to do anything. It's all scripted events, but just what Sonic does is he will. I guess I won't spoil it for you. You can tell which color the emerald will be by the glow, the kind of orb that surrounds the emerald. And you start out with the green one.
The emeralds come back to life! This was the Temple of Gaia! That's gotta be why Eggman was so keen on taking the place over!
And so now a piece of the planet is now going back onto the core and putting itself back where it needs to be. But there still is 7 other chunks that we need to put, or I guess 6 other chunks that we need to put back together. There's probably going to be another cutscene. Yeah. You can see Chip kind of took over the sidekick role for Tails in this game. Alright, so if there isn't any more cutscenes, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I've been going for about 25 minutes now. Give it a few more seconds and I'll be at 25 minutes. So you can see you do get a trophy for putting pieces of the planet back together, and they are the trophy or achievement symbol will be for putting the pieces back on the planet will be the emeralds that we get, or the color emeralds. It will be the same color of emerald that we restore, pretty much. So hey Sonic, let's go find the professor and tell him what happened. He'll be super happy to hear his plan to restore the planet worked. Oh, and the part that came back. And the part that came back includes Holoska. It might be worth a visit. You can check it out on the world map. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. From now on, you can change night and day when you're in a village. You can use the pause menu to advance time. Give it a try. Sonic, looks like you kind of spaced out there. Did you catch all that? I heard you. Okay, I'm heading back to the tornado. Got to keep it up and running. Okay, so anyway, thank you for watching the challenge. This video is how many times or how many hits did it take to take out the Egg Beetle. I thank you for watching. Until next time.